Doyle, Worcester Telegram. What else is there left to say about Isaiah Thomas? He got 20 points in the fourth, 9 in the overtime after having dental surgery. Just what kind of performance was that?
You said it. What else is there to say? You know, there was a point today where he was not feeling good at all, and was having a tough day. And you know, I thought he was going to really have to gut this one out. And he not only guts it out, he ends up with 50. It's pretty impressive.
It seemed defensively they were giving you guys major fits for most of the night, but it seemed near the end of the fourth and in the overtime session, you guys kind of found a little bit of ground. Just talk a little about what adjustments, if any, you guys made at that point in the game.
Well, you know, we just tried to play as, you know, small and quick. You know, that starting group has given us fits. So we have to play better at the start of games. I thought that group also got them back the lead with 2 or 3 minutes to go in the game. And we just kind of gutted it out in the last 7 minutes of the game, 5 in overtime, last 2 minutes of regulation. But listen, they're a really good team. I don't know that we figured anything out. I think we were really lucky to win.
Steve Belpet, Boston Herald. There are a lot of guys had major impact on this, and you've got a lot of work to do figuring things out as the game's going on. But at any point, are you conscious about the shootout that Isaiah and John Wall are having? I mean,
It's funny. Christian just asked me that. I'm not, you know, I know John Wall is going, and I know that is something we have to adjust to. I have no idea the numbers, you know, I knew Isaiah got going, but I had no idea the number. So no, I'm not aware of that part of it, but I do. You know, you can tell when, you know, we needed to tweak some things on John Wall, and Isaiah drawing those 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes hurt because you know, they just started backing John down and backing him down, and then you know, you're a little bit less, you don't want to give quite as much resistance to get a third foul. And then when we started doubling, it killed us. So we got our hands full to figure out how to play better on Friday, but we were lucky to win.
Brad, Gary Walsh from Boston Globe. I think down 14, you put 4 guards in and a center. I mean, you were mixing and matching. What brought that lineup on, and what did you want to accomplish with that, and what did you accomplish with that?
I mean, just felt speed. You know, one of our best defensive rebounders in this series right now is Terry Rozier. So, you know, whether he's playing at the 1, 2, or 3, he'll go get balls. Marcus Smart will go get balls, and then, you know, hopefully we can drive and kick on the other end. You know, I think the moment that, you know, gave us a chance was we were down, 110 to 104 or something like that, down 6, and hit 2 threes. The second one being Terry's in the corner. Those were huge plays, and gave us a chance. And then, you know, Isaiah and that starting group brought it home. The defense was really good in overtime, and but you know, man, Beal and Wall and Morris and Porter, those guys put a lot on you. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to guard those guys for a full game.
Brian Robb, 98.5 Sports Hub. You mentioned Terry there. He's had a, you know, obviously an up and down season overall, but he's been really consistent for you this postseason. Just how much of a boost did he give you tonight overall in terms of turning this game around?
Yeah, I mean, I think that you know, he's a young player, so he's going to have ups and downs, and sometimes we don't look at ups and downs as a good thing, but they are. You know, it's good to have ups and downs. It's good to have to go through some tough times just as well as the good times. And one thing that I've always known about Terry from the minute I met him was he was extremely athletic and he was going to compete. And, you know, that's never waned, even when he didn't shoot it well for a while there, even when he was learning some of the stuff about how to run a team and how to be a better defender. He's always been that. And so that's a great building block to start with.
Brad, Chris Mannix of The Vertical. You and Danny were two of the first people to really believe in Isaiah and empower him in ways that other teams didn't. When you look back on those early years, what did you hope he would become, and how surprised are you that he has become what he has?
It's only been 2 years, so those early years are still going. I think one of the things, I knew he was special with the ball, knew he was special in pick and roll. He's improved quite a bit as a shooter in the past 2 years, I think. I don't know what he would say to that, but his work is very deliberate. He's better off the dribble shooting the ball. He's more of a threat at the three-point line on pull-ups than maybe even before. But then as you are around him more, you learn what he can do off the ball, which is pretty remarkable. So he's just a really well-rounded guy scoring the ball. And so, and he had a couple big rebounds, and he had a couple good defensive plays there where he switched on to Wall. And, he's a good player, and I think he'll just keep getting better because I've never seen him not. That's what he does. He just keeps getting better.
Mark Murphy, Boston Herald. Brad, did you expect Avery to come back? And once he got back, he had that steal, that dunk. What?
So at halftime, he went in. They said he was fine to come back and play. I thought he looked stiff at the start of the third quarter, and so I didn't expect him back after that. But I'm not a doctor, so they told me he was fine to come back.
Coach Bob Schramm, the Citizen. Also, Jalen. I mean, talk
Yeah.
about your thinking about putting him in and how well he played.
I thought he was really good. Yeah, I thought he was really good for 2 straight games now. I don't know if I've seen him guard a guy of Beal's caliber the way he guarded him. And he tried to make it as tough as possible. He wasn't perfect. Fouled a couple times. Maybe he was late once, but he was really good. And we need as many bodies out there to be able to guard those guys as possible because it's hard to do it individually for 48 or 53 minutes.
At this point in the season.
Well, I mean, I think he knows what his role is for us. I think we've tried to talk to him about this is what you have to do to have the best chance to add value to winning on the biggest stage, and defending is the number one thing. And I thought that he probably got a little bit of a tough deal in the Bulls series because those guys were really tough guards and played with the ball a lot. But he learned quite a bit. He stayed the course, and he stayed positive. And he's gotten his opportunity in 2 straight games now and played well. Thanks.
Thank you.